ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Alright, this is Skinkabamba, and we shall be playing some Darkest Dungeon. Now, Darkest Dungeon is a side-scrolling dungeon crawler, as some of you might know. Well, surprise, surprise, quite many people are playing it right now. Anyways, why do I want to play this game? Well, mostly, I have nothing better to do most of the times during evenings, and I really like this game. Now, let's make a new game. Damn it, there we go. Now, let's start the adventure. This is gonna be a short video, and gameplay-wise, as well. I'll shut up now. Cutscene.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
There we go. Cutscene ended. Yeah. Why do I like this game? Mainly because it brings me back, way back, the days when I first started playing actual computer games. First one I played was, well, NetHack, dungeon crawler. I've actually liked dungeon crawlers for, well, most of my life. They're great games. Brutal, punishing, and you get a real good reason to get pissed off at the game. Now, you can see the tutorial texts here. I'm not gonna explain everything, but let's see. Blah blah blah. Yeah, basically, tutorial tells you all you need to know from first steps of the game.
brigands have run up these lanes.
No, no.
Keep to the side
Current
path.
heroes
The
are
hamlet is just
Reynald, the kleptomaniac, God-fearing crusader, and Dismas, highwayman who... I don't remember what. Oh, don't cheat, but hard-knocking and quick reflexes. Now the game has progressed a bit further from this first part. I will be explaining some things about this game, but be warned, I am not good at this. I play this just because I like it. Let's see now, what do our brave heroes
Dispatch
face?
this
Ooh,
thug in
an
brutal
enemy!
fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Now I'll be playing this game until I fuck up completely or get really bored at it. Most likely I'm gonna fuck up completely. Yeah, this game is brutal, and this playthrough shall remain until I can't really play any further. That is, things go down the shitter. Ah, cut that bitch! Yeah, there we go. But for some damn reason he resisted the bleeding. Now I shall be whacking him with smite. As you can see, it would do even more damage if this thing was unholy, but it isn't. Now, Reynald, smash him!
Their
Oh
formation
yeah!
is broken.
Now that was a
Maintain
good
the
smash.
offensive.
This is once again this weird little luck in this
Foolish
first part,
horrors.
which,
Walk
by the
low
way,
and driven
can
into the
actually
mud.
kill you. But in this part, yeah, this weird little boast of luck here. Boon, shall we say. As most of the time I usually get real shit here. But now,
Leave nothing unchecked.
surprisingly, I actually get
There is
some
much
money
to be
and
found
didn't
in
die in the
forgotten
first
places.
encounter. Well, didn't get wounded too much. Now, here is the boss fight of the tutorial, and this
An
one can
ambush.
also kill you.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned,
Actually, I have
and their
died in
kind
this
is
battle
no
a couple of
longer
times,
welcome.
and even more times I have lost one of the heroes. Funny, isn't it? Now, I usually suggest these first few fights, try and kill the ranged fellows first. And after that, concentrate on the big ones. But that was a nasty shot. That shot could actually have pushed me backwards, but luckily it didn't. So he kind of protects Dismas here. And, well, let's hope he doesn't die too fast. The thing in this version of the game is that dead enemies leave corpses, which also block your path. And yeah, this marching order does mean a lot. It means that first two rows can be attacked by first two rows of your melee guys. The back two rows can only be reached by ranged guys, or with ranged abilities. Now, in this tutorial part I usually try and kill this guy first, for the simple reason that his criticals are pretty nasty. He's weak, but does a lot of damage. So far, surprisingly, hasn't really hit anyone. This doesn't normally happen to me. I swear this doesn't happen to me usually. That's what she said. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Right. I don't know what I'm babbling here, but this is gonna be general theme of these playthroughs. Well, let's plays.
Confidence surges as the enemy
My,
crumbles.
that was a nice shot. Dismas, my boy. Now we only have to hack down this piece of shit. Whip it. Or shall we say whip it? Whip it good.
Prodigious
that wasn't
size
really a
alone
good
does
whip
not
it.
dissuade the shot
That
of
was
the
some
blade.
shanking. And now, once again, every time I don't play this game seriously, I get these kind of things. when I actually try and play this game, like play, I usually get something like a horrible pile of turds that does, well, takes away your money or something. Now I actually get money. What the hell is this? I get money. Now you could continue exploring the dungeon, but here is no more dungeon left, so no matter. And this chest here, don't bother picking it. It hasn't got anything inside. Ever. At least never when I'm playing it. And this here means you can return to Hamlet, which we shall do right now. As I said previously, I will not be explaining the tutorial parts, but I will be explaining some little tidbits that I have learned during my time playing this game. Blah! I can't speak today. Me no speak good. Ooh, and this is the screen that I always dread. I really dread it simply because usually with my luck they get bad abilities. Let's see what we get this time. Well, isn't that interesting? Once again, weird luck. This can't mean anything good. Now I'll be stopping this first part of this playthrough. Well, let's play.
Welcome
as
home.
soon as I've gained
Such as it is.
2 extra guys in my
This
team.
squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So mournful. I actually like this music the game has in the background. That's my weird inner goth waking up again.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yes, graveyard. Where you can see all your dead dudes. I can assure you, this is gonna be filled to the brim.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
This is basically just a place to view the cutscenes, review them, view new ones, so on. And as you can see, there are quite a few. And this game isn't even done yet.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Now, this is a place where you get new heroes. And the first task is usually to extend the stagecoach network. There we go. I actually
More
said the
arrive,
word.
foolishly seeking fortune and glory.
Usually at the first
in
few
this
days,
domain
first
of
few
the
weeks,
damned.
it's no real use extending the hero barracks. Either they're dead or you can just kick them out. Now let's see. Okay, maybe I'll explain something here. Crusader, basic tank, does good damage on undead and unholy creatures. Highwayman, yeah, jack of all trades, decent in melee, but really best in the distance. Now, this is one of my favorite character classes, Plague Doctor. Good at keeping the enemy down, though this individual isn't that good. This is decent ability, of course. This is rather rare in my case, but yeah, it removes all the corpses from the map, which means people in the back 2 ranks can't hide behind corpses. Now, this is something I never use on this character. It's a melee attack. You don't want this guy in melee range with anyone. And this is kind of good. Yeah, it damages it back to rank of enemy formation. Yeah, there we go. This I don't usually care so much about. It damages the first one of the first two ranks of the enemy formation. Now, this is what I like about this character. Blinding gas can stun the back two ranks, both of them, of the enemy formation. Can do some awesome things with it. Usually back two ranks are ranged and do nasty things to you all the while you try and whittle down the first rank fellows. Plutomania, manic for money. Ooh, does that mean he's gonna steal shit? I hope not. Well, not so bad. This guy is usually not all that useful in the area where you meet beasts most of the time. Eldritch Hater? Not so useful in the first few areas. But yeah, that's Plague Doctor. Debuff guy, basically.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Indeed. Now this is your basic fantasy cleric. Now she's not the best possible at anything really. She can heal somewhat. One dude. This would be mass heal, which heals a little bit. Yeah, this can be actually kind of useful sometimes. Does some damage to enemies, increases your light level, but not the best ability. This, on the other hand, stuns the enemy, which is kinda good and also increases your light level. This is something I don't usually use, because I don't want her in melee range. She's best in the back two ranks of your formation, for the simple reason that, well, she's a healer. And yeah, -1 in critical, -5 accuracy. She has some real problems with her eyesight, I'm guessing. Blind as a bat, maybe? But Armor Tinkerer, yeah, it's cheaper to armor her up. Not too bad. Her camping skills are kind of good though. They increase heals and remove some stress, which is good. Real good on longer adventures. First few adventures shall be quite short though.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Well, basically, there we go. That was the first part. Next part will... well, I'm gonna record it quite soon. Next part will be the first adventure of the time. Yeah. So, basically, stay bored, people. I shall too. Bye-bye.